Hey Virgo shifters, welcome to the shift. You're just trying to keep it together with all this mess and it's driving you wild. Three of Wands. It's like you know the reason behind it, you know the vision, you know what's coming next, you know that it's a positive process all in all, but still the present of all of it is you want to pull your hair out. I am not going to say anything in ways of delegitimizing that. You currently have a visual of the future, but as being a Virgo, you can really, really see through the current reality and the processes of it. And emotionally, you're sensitive to that. It's uncomfortable. And yes, you've been in uncomfortable situations before. I mean, nothing new there. How else could you have become so incredibly on top and on point and discerning and clear-minded if you had not dealt with so much chaos and bullshit in your exterior circumstances? You've mastered seeing through the mess and into the vision. You've mastered emotional tolerance and patience. Well, let this be a test of skill, a reminder of how talented you are at doing so. Whew. Take a moment. You really need to take a break from the news right now. You do. You need to take a break from knowing what's up. And I'm not saying to go into escapism. I'm not saying to go into denial. No, just take a break. Your brain needs to rest from all of it because it's an overload. You are an overload. You are an absolute overload. Um, and you're a fast processor. Processor? You process really fast. So you're used to being able to handle a lot of information, a lot of everything, and process it, transmute it, or release it, and make room for the next, But because there's such an incredible overload in the world right now, and because you've been doing this for so long, um, if you can take a week, all the better. Like give yourself at least until if you're watching this the beginning of November, then at least until after the eclipse. Okay. Um, but whenever you're watching this, just if you can give yourself a week of just not knowing what's going on, you really need it. If not a week, then at least a couple of days. Just any break would do. Okay. Because as I said, you are an overload and the system is going to just crash. You don't want that. What did I just say? Four of Swords. You gotta rest. You gotta give your mind a break. Because you can't, this is too big. You can't sort through through all of this. Knowing and processing and knowing and processing is not going to currently improve the situation. So it's not really effective. Let me fix my eyelashes for a second. I know it's one of those things. It's the Virgo in me. Okay. Whew. Feeling your overload on top of my overload. It's a doozy. It's a doozy, my friends. Six of Pentacles. And so, when you give yourself the rest, and you calm down a little bit, something good is gonna come in. and it's going to be lucky, and it's going to be generous, Six of Pentacles. And you're going to accept and not make a big fuss out of it. And not going to be like, oh, I don't know if I deserve it. I don't know if I should. I don't know if it is. What about them? What about... No, 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 no. You don't play that game. Not this month. Universe gives something to you. The eclipse in Taurus gives something to you. Take it. Enjoy it. Say thank you. Say thank you. And let the ease sink. Please let the ease sink. You can do it, Virgo. I have faith in you. The Hangman. And once that ease sets in, give yourself even more time to rest and to relax and to just, I don't know, stare at your plants or something, or at your favorite artwork. Paint, if you paint. Practice whatever form of artistry that you carry. See this? I'm really picking up that it's in connection to the mind overload. You're also getting incredible amount of channeled information, downloads, incredible amount of downloads. You just had the eclipse in your third house, right? In Scorpio, and there's a lot of pressure on your third house, which is ruled by Gemini and the thought and the mind. You have Scorpio there. So you have Mercury there, Venus there until mid-month. The new moon was there with the eclipse. The sun is there, the south node. Oof. All of that is just stream. So all the collective processes are streamlining through your processing system. Okay, the spiritual, energetic, godly like messages are streamlined through Pisces across from you, which is also a part of you. So you carry that too. But the societal reality, okay, is being processed through you, through your mind. And there's already enough that is streamlining through you that is subconscious and energetic. You do not need to put in even more on your system with cognitive choice. Okay? The devil. Interesting. Hi. Hello. I wasn't going to do a video right now. I mean, I was planning on doing your video today. I was just sitting here doing my morning thing, like checking emails, social media, drinking my coffee, and then I was like, Virgo, play. So hi there. The devil right after the hangman. There's some twilight zoney, thick, stretchy energy that you are moving through. It's it's the world, it's the society, it's the culture, it's the structure around you that is very oppressive and is coming out and through and is expressive of itself. And it's like none of it surprises you, right? None of it surprises you. You've always seen it. It was always clear to you, but it's just the level of the audacity that it has now to be so blunt and out in the open and comfortable in its corruption of spirit and corruption of heart, and so confident. You know, evil people are absolutely certain that they're fine And many other people around them think that they're okay because they have other positive attributes. But see, evil is not this alien monster with big, sharp vampire teeth. It's not. It's people who do commit, behave in an evil manner, and then go back home to their wives or husbands and kids and kiss their children goodnight and call their mom to check up on her. And, they do other good stuff because they mean well. Everybody means well. I can't stand it when someone's like, well, they meant well. Who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter. This is not me being sarcastic. I'm telling you, spiritually and practically and on so many levels, the intent as it is in and of itself means nothing. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not over. It's nothing. It's not even a little bit something. It's nothing. Everyone has good intent. Everyone has a firm, strong indignation and faith in what they do and why they do it. Everyone has a reason to everything. You can justify anything. The mind can find a way to justify and reason with everything. But we're so detached from our heart space as a society, as humanity, as people, as a culture. It's terrifying because you see people do atrocious, terrible things and then they speak about it with such intellectual fartness. And it's scary to watch. And you are watching it and you are observing it and you are experiencing it. And again, they're not surprising you. You knew these things existed. But specifically from the people it's coming out from and the way they're so confident about it, and you're like, and I'm telling you, if you'll allow yourself to dive into every single one of these things, and I'm the first to tell my people to not go into escapism, to know what's going on, to stay on point, to stay in check, to speak up, to call out, to be aware. But you're already on it, most of you anyway. Okay. And so for those of you who are already on it, I'm telling you, trust me on that one. Give yourself a few days of just, it will be there when you come back. I hate to say this, but it will be there when you come back. Yeah. And stretch, really, really, you gotta stretch. Note to self to stretch. So don't get confused again, like everyone else is getting confused. We can't afford you doing that. When it comes to like, oh well, they have other kind attributes, and they did this that I agree with, and they said that it's okay, and the way they say it, you can tell that they believe in it and mean well. No fucks given about that. No, no, no tolerance to that. The more we tolerate shit like that, the more we enable it and sustain it. Why the hell do you think we as a society and as humanity are still dealing with evil? Watch my 13th element about what true evil is. I'll put it at the end screen at the end of this video. It's not, I don't do standard videos. I mean, sometimes I guess, I don't know, but by the most parts, I don't say the things that you'd expect to hear. Okay? Watch it. And you probably have this person in your life, who's been stringing you along for a very long time. And you've been sacrificing yourself and staying there. Hangman with the devil, like, maybe I should just give them another chance. Maybe tomorrow they'll turn out to be the angel that I see in them. It's like, you're not seeing any angel in them. You're sustaining your comfortable reality that you think you should be in. It's not about them being an alleged angel under disguise or in pain. It's about you being in denial. And there's nothing more dangerous than a Virgo in denial. You literally crumble the molecules of this 3D system by being in denial. And for some of you, it's like, oh, that sounds good. And I don't mean not in a good way. If we don't have structure here in the 3D, and I don't mean like bad structure. I mean like basic structure, like the human body needs bone. Okay? Would you want anyone to dismantle your bones? No. So don't you go and dismantle the bones of the reality, the good ones that we need, by you denying it, because you're the sign of reality. You need to be on top of it. Every sign has its duty, has its divine duty. This is your divine duty to hold the structure of awareness when it comes to what is. What is. You're the one who won't let Pisces evaporate us, vape us into alleged other spiritual dimensions, but not really. Okay, because the only way out is through. Huh? The only way out is in. You understand that inherently. So if you don't act it, Houston, you have a problem. So if everything I said is playing out in a relationship in your life, in a person in your life, cut the crap. Stop it. If the eclipses are not going to force you to do it, I don't know what will. And maybe these few days of rest to the mind will help you see things clearly, will help you see this person for who they are. They'll help you see the situation for what it is. Eight of Cups, they'll help you come to terms with saying goodbye or letting go or just not holding on to the control, because if you have someone really controlling in your life, it's because you're trying to really, really control yourself, your environment, whatever. That's why it's so hard for people to let go of controlling people in their life, because they themselves are controlling and they're serving as a reflection to them. Oh, what did I say? This is not fun to hear, Morgan. Usually you're more complimentary to us. Well, I'm saying this to you because I love you guys and I need you to stay on top of shit. Not for the next few days. Take a break, but generally speaking. Okay, stay in dilemma. Stay in your fake dilemma. Stay in the catch-22. Stay in the lose-lose situation. Sit on the fence. Do it. Why are you here? If you already know, so well, why are you here? You don't need me. What is this? Look at this. No, no, no. I want to show this to you. You need to see it. You need to have the visual effect. Look at this. Does this look what? I don't even know how it looks like. Looks like a swamp to me. You want to live in a swamp? Okay, go live in a swamp. Or stay in a swamp. I don't know. You think the solar eclipse is going to force you? It won't. It's going to push you, it's going to shake you, but at the end of the day, it's all on us. We can stay in terrible situations if we insist on them. And your higher self will try to liberate you. Will try. But if you'll say no, if you'll be like, no, I'm in my Stockholm syndrome, thank you. You're the boss. So this month can be a waste of energy and a waste of inspiration and just another month in which you're stuck. Or it can be a time where you break all the bad rules and realign yourself with reality. Now, enough with this crap. Too many cards about this one nonsense. I want to tap. I want to realign with the Virgos who are on top of this shit and are listening. Those of you who are not listening, then I'm just repeating myself. It's like, no, it's a waste of all of our energy, and I want to help those who listen and can be helped. Okay, so we have the Judgment, the Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Very interesting. Let's look. There is someone who's straight up in your face, toxic, manipulative, deceitful, straight up in your face. Like there's no, and you're doing a reverse psychology on yourself. What does that mean? Sounds good, but what does that mean? When you do a reverse psychology on someone, you try to get them to do something by acting like the opposite or something. So when you do it to yourself, I don't know, maybe it means something to some of you. I'm not exactly sure what it is that this means. Um, maybe it will come through soon. Okay. So I'm noticing that Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands, and Judgment, they're all represented by the archetypes of fixed signs, Aqua, Leo, and Scorpio. So there's a T-square here in this reading, which we have a T-square between Taurus, Scorpio, and Saturn. But this one emphasizes Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio. And I think because they're all in the reverse, it's telling me that, how do I say this? Okay, so a square is meant to put, it's like a pressure cooker, right? It puts pressure on us, and it forces us to streamline to the T-square, meaning it forces us to streamline into the fourth energy of the square. So what is the fourth energy in this case that is not highlighted here? The Taurus, wherever you have Taurus in your chart. Okay, so the way out of this loop is through Taurian energy. There's an eclipse full moon in Taurus on the 8th. So wherever you have that in your chart, whatever house you have Taurus, whatever planets you have in Taurus, in correlation with what happens really around that time of the month, around the 8th-ish, that is something that you can utilize as a way out of this mess. Remember that. Watch this video again a few days prior. And if you're watching this past that time, then see how you can utilize that energy for whenever you're watching this. But this is very sticky. This is a very sticky situation that some of you are in. I'm tapping into some very difficult, because they say that awareness is half of the solution, but you already have the awareness, you already know, and yet you're still stuck. So that means that you're really, really, like, really stubborn on something. So you're your greatest enemy in this case. And we are the most difficult enemy to defeat when we do things to ourselves, right? Or allow things to be done to us. Sorry, my eyelashes are driving me crazy. What? What is happening? You are not here to watch me do this. I know. I know. Okay. I would not have calmed down until I'd done that. So, okay, I asked to not focus on this crappy energy. Not you. You're not crappy. You're amazing. But this constant choice to stay stuck. What about the Virgos who are not stuck like that and are in tuned and are listening? I've already given the message for those who are stuck like that. You already have what you need to hear, what you needed to hear. I want to move on. Queen of Cups, 25 minutes already? Wow. Okay. Queen of Cups. To the King of Cups. We have King and Queen of Cups. Someone is so exhausted within a relationship that they're looking to cheat to sabotage the relationship. Why not just break up? Like, why not just say the words? Uh, if you're with someone who's doing that, if you recognize that someone wants an out and they're probably just like doing everything possible to get you to do that, to get you to break up, to get you to end things, um, cooperate with them. Just give them what they want and get the fuck out of there. It's cowardly. If you're doing that, what if you don't want to be in a situation? And this reading is total tough love. Like I know. I'm sorry, but it's just what it is. If you're doing that, if you're in a situation where you want out and you don't want to be the bad person or you don't want to have to say things and you want them to do it for you, you are not a coward. So stop acting like one. Get a grip. Get a grip. Own up to yourself. Take accountability. Grow up. Sit down with them and tell them how you feel truly. I'm not telling you what you feel. I'm telling you that you know how you feel and you just don't want to admit it. And if that's indeed the case, if this is applicable to you, stop running away. Virgos who run away from dealing with reality, and again, I'm not referring to the few days that so many of you need off from the news cycle. I'm referring to life in general. Like if you're doing this, you have been doing this, you know? So no bueno. Okay, we need people to play their part, not from a place of like oppressive structure with everyone acting like an ant, but you have your free will and your freedom and all that jazz, but in between you're in this world. It means yes, you are puppeteered by something that is bigger than you. Everyone on this planet Earth is puppeteered by something that is bigger than them. Free choice is not a complete concept, not here, not in this realm. Yes, in other realms, yes, in higher states of your existence, not here for a reason, not supposed to be. We're here to play a very specific part. And it's not, you get breaks, you get, time off, you get time after work, but you do have a job to do here. And chaos happens because we're all narcissistic AF and we think that we should not be here to do a job of some sort. We're obsessed with alleged free choice and we want it to be 100%, so we don't pull our weight energetically here in this realm. And we think it's because we're brave and groundbreaking. No, it's because we're selfish and vain. Okay, so again, look at it as like just a few hours a day or a few hours a week where you do your duties, your due diligence, and then you're free to roam. Okay, free to roam. I would love to be in Rome now. Anyway, um, so your basic due diligence is facing reality and acting accordingly and not be in denial and not escape and um yeah, No, there's no bueno. Okay. All right, Virgo, this was tough on you. Literally watched so many of the other readings where I just like worship you. So if you're new and you're like, oh my God, just watch the other Virgo readings where I literally worship you. So it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna make it okay. Just don't let them play you. Don't play them. You don't have time for this shit. No one has time for this shit. No one. We don't have the energy for that crap. No. Live your life to the fullest and to the best. It's short. If you knew you were, knock on wood, God forbid, khamsa, 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 but if you knew that you were to not, but to die tomorrow, you'd be making some decisions today. Okay? When I'm in a major dilemma and I have no idea what to do, I ask myself, if I was to die tomorrow, what would I do? And sometimes it's shocking as to just how clear the answer is. And it makes me amazed it makes me amazed that I was in an alleged dilemma at all, because once I ask myself, if I was to die tomorrow, and then it's just so clear what I need to do, then I'm like, that wasn't even a dilemma. It was just chatter. How should I name this reading? I don't know. Okay. I love you. Okay.